Alright, testing audio, testing movement. Seems good. Hold on. Alright. Hello everyone. This is Gundam Ace, aka John Hooper. And I'm here with my streaming of Secret Game Killer Queen. When we last left off, we finished episode 3A, which, well, again, some people didn't see how it ended, so I won't spoil how it ended for anyone who's new coming on here who didn't see it, but, yeah, pretty interesting outcome, that said. And now we are actually moving on to the PC version to play episode 3B, which is completely exclusive to the PC version, hence why I'm switched to the PC version from the Switch version. That's also why, as you can see, the title logo is different, why the screen is different. So notes ahead of time. The PC version does contain adult content, but it's only a single scene this route, and I intend to just turn off the stream and go past that part when we get to it, so don't worry, there won't be seeing any of that content there. Another interesting note is that unlike the main rest of the game, which was written by Takehaya, who also wrote the original Killer Queen, this route was written by a different person altogether, written by scenario writer called Zashiki Neko, whose most famous contribution in the visual novel world to English-speaking players would probably be that he was an assistant writer on Acelia the Eternal. So yeah, it'll be different here. There might be some differences in writing styles because of this. But I think that's about it in terms of different content. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so a little recap here. This is the branching point for episode 3A, and the Switch version is just played on normally, but here we get a branch. Just to remind you all of what happened up to this point. It began with Soichi waking up, finding he had both the Ace and the Joker, meeting up with Nagisa. Then they met with Karin after they overheard Tezuka and Urashiyama, although Karin didn't feel like she could trust him in the beginning because she was worried about her sister and the potential of the prize money. And when she thought things were going slowly, Go set up an extra game where everyone raced to the second floor. And while most players did get up there, everyone did get up there, unfortunately, due to a misunderstanding, Urashiyama ended up dead. Meanwhile, Reika was with Fumika, and because Reika injured her foot, Nagisa went off on his own. Tezuka went off on his own. We learned retroactively in 3A that Takayama went with Fumika and Reika, although he splits up with them later on. And yeah, so that's how they were split, because Sakumi, Hazuki, Goda, and the mystery girl were all not there, present at the race spot. And next, Karin ran off on her own to try to go off on her own and win the prize money, but thanks to Soichi's actions, he managed to calm her down and stop her from turning into the crazy murderer we saw in the second route. And now they woke up on the second day only to find that a new extra game is being played. The stairwell between the second and third floor has been blocked off, and the only way to get through is by sacrificing a PDA. They found Tezuka there, who used Urashiyama's PDA to trick them into thinking he had a much more peaceful condition and tried to get on their good side. which, as we learned later, was to try to kill them and activate their collars. But this is right at the point where they're hanging out with Tezuka until Karen comes back and tells him that she knows there's blood on his pants, and that he didn't mention getting to fight with anyone, which implies he killed someone. So, yep, that's where we're leading off here. So, we've already seen this dialogue. It's from the... No? Okay, so here's the choice between the two routes. This first choice here is check alone. This is, by the way, checking with Tezuka about, try to confirm what's the reason for the blood, which, in episode 3A, Soichi did on his own. But here we have another choice, which is check with everyone, which is new for this PC version. So this is how we're going to get into episode 3B. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's go check with him. We'll ask him about the reasons, hear his response, and if we resolve our big misunderstanding, we'll have to apologize to him. Do you trust Tezuka? You have to be the ones to show the first sign of trust. I know this is a bizarre situation and all. That's all the more reason, right? I'm sure we might be in big danger, but the benefits are also pretty big. But will this really be okay? Nagisa looked uneasy. Not as much as Karen, but it seemed like she didn't. Seemed like she held much distrust for Tezuka. She had probably been starting to trust him, only to have her trust betrayed. It's dangerous to check alone, so I'd like you two to come with me. Obviously. I mean, if I were told to go check on my own, I'd be scared. Lauren didn't look pale with fear. They heard her mouth, and she wanted to be in a safe place. At that time, Soichi wished they had at least one more reliable guy around. Tezuka turns out to be reliable, then maybe, but... For now, I have to inquire about Tezuka's circumstances. We should keep a distance between him and us when we talk to him. That's going to be difficult. If we look too cautious of him, then he might start getting suspicious himself. If we're trying to play it safe here, then maybe it'd be best to just run off right now. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry about that. That may be true, but in this case, he might not cooperate with us again, right? To remove Karen's collar, we need 3 other PDAs aside from our own. So I like to avoid any distrust caused from misunderstandings. Even Soichi didn't want to kill people. Hold on a second. I feel like the stream might be lagging a little. Let's continue for now. But even so, in their current situation, they knew that there was a they were fully aware that that was a assumption caused by the killing of people. After all, someone actually died in front of us. Couldn't forget what he'd seen in that extra game. So I always thought that was because of that situation that Karin's release condition of acquiring 5 PDAs was more difficult than it seemed. In addition, including those 5, the Joker and Karin's own PDA don't count. The PDAs were their only direct means of keeping themselves alive. It would be best to assume that others wouldn't hand them over so easy. You're right. If he's going to be one of us from now on, all we can do is check with him. And you're okay with it, you two? Oh, I've been scared, but as long as I'm with you, I'll be fine. I think it's dangerous too. But as the oldest one here, I'll take responsibility and go along with you. Thank you. Oh, but if you really are scared, then we could also have you watch from a safe place. You could stay there while I alone just got closer to him. Soichi, why would you say that? Karin shouted at him with anger the moment he proposed that. There's almost seemed to be steam blowing out of her ears from that action, so much so that Soichi instinctively took a step back. Hey, why are you getting all mad at me for all of a sudden? I think it's because you were being insensitive just now. Huh? Soichi cocked his head in confusion. Didn't make sense to him. When they saw that, Nagisa and Karin sighed simultaneously. Soichi, I think it's a mistake to not care about getting in danger as long as it's just you who'll be in danger. Yeah, I admit I'm scared, but I wouldn't be any better if you went off on your own. I'd be on the edge of my seat if you did that. In other words, you don't understand their feelings at all. I'm sorry? Soichi hastily bowed his head in the face of their anger. It was at this point Soichi finally realized that the safety he'd been considering didn't include himself in it. It was unconscious, but even when he realized it, he didn't think it was all that bad. Still, though, Tezuka can't hear us? So they were always getting scolded. Soichi didn't feel like that Tezuka was nosing them, since he was on watch.
まったく危険かどうかをあれだけ気にしてたのに。宗一って結構抜けてると思うよ。
Hold on a second. Alright, here we go. You got that right. When you said you gave all that stuff about how dangerous it could be, but you're pretty careless yourself. Can't argue with that. Soichi, apologized to the exasperated Karin. It seemed Karin was already used to his unreliable attitude. She didn't offer any complaints.
それじゃあちゃんとみんなで行くってことで。
Alright then, let's all go together. Right, let's do that. It'll be safer than going alone.
そうそう、協力してやろうよ。他はともかく、ここにいる3人が仲間なのは確かなんだから。
That's right, we'll help you out. Everything else aside, the others aside, we know that the three of us are a team.
そうだね。
Yeah, you're right. Though she was probably nervous, Nagisa still gave a gentle smile. Karin also smiled, where because that look made her calm down as well. I have to protect these two no matter what it takes. Soichi felt his determination and steel itself again. Alright then, let's go check. They consider where to hide themselves or not when as they went, they decided against that. It'd be a problem if someone came along when they were talking to Tezuka. But since they didn't know how the situation would turn out, they wanted to secure as wide a place as possible. The team explained it to Tezuka and stood in front of the shutter. Being careful, they all kept their own short distance from him. Tezuka, we'd like to talk to you for a bit. Is that okay? He didn't answer right away. Hold on. It wasn't long before Tezuka looked at him with a perplexed face.
どうしたんだ、3人とも。身を隠しておく理由は説明したはずだが。
What's wrong, you three? Weren't you going to explain to me why you guys went out of hiding? We're sorry for doing something that made us stick out.
いや、何か理由があるんだろ、三剣よ。こんな状態だから無理もないだろうさ。
Nah, you've probably got some reason, don't you, Mitsurugi? It's not unreasonable given the circumstances. Yes, of course. But... Though Soichi, Nagisa, and Karin's group actions should have been a surprise, Tezuka was as friendly as ever, bewildering Soichi. Karin also looked troubled, as though she was also beginning to regret suspecting him.
それでどういう理由があるんだ。話をしたいってことは教えてくれるんだろ。
So what's the reason then? will you tell me what you wanted to talk about?
よ
Well,
しじゃあ話を聞こうか。俺は三剣たちを信用してるしな。
alright. Then I'll hear you out. I trust you guys. Tezuka's words had a bite to them. Every time he showed them a friendly reaction, they felt their guilt grow stronger. But even so, they couldn't put off asking him. They steeled themselves and looked straight at Tezuka. Tezuka, we'd like to ask you something.
ああいいぜ。俺に分かることならな。
Yeah, sure. As long as it's something I know he can answer. You noticed there was some blood on your pants. You didn't get injured or something, did you?
血がついてる？どこに？
It's blood? Where? Tezuka didn't sound the least bit perturbed. He simply checked his pants in surprise. Right there, on the back.
ああうんうん。本当だ。なるほどな。三剣たちはこれを見つけたせいで警戒してるのか。
Ah, you're right. Now I get it. So that's the reason why you're all on guard, huh? That's right. Until we know how it got there, I don't think we can work together.
無理もない。しかしこれは失敗したな。
That's not reasonable, but still, I really messed up. Tezuka gave an over-exaggerated sigh and looked at the three with a troubled expression. After Tezuka didn't show the least sign of turning hostile, Karin timidly spoke up.
それってどういうことなの？やっぱり誰かを。
What's that mean? Did you really?
いや違う。だけどどうやって説明したものかな。
Huh? Oh no, not at all, not at all. But how do I explain this?
そんなに複雑な事情があるの？
Is it really that complicated?
事情としては単純なんだけど、これまで隠してたことではあるからな。今さら言って信じてもらえるかどうか。
It's simple, but it's a fact that I've kept it hidden up until now. I'm not sure if you'll trust me if I tell you this late. We'll just hear out your explanation for now, please. We'll determine after that whether we trust it or not.
そうだな。じゃあ説明するか。実は三剣たちが来る少し前にこの近くで死体を発見したんだ。多分この血はそれを調べた時についたんだろうな。
Yeah, you're right. Alright, then here I go. You see, just a little before I met you guys, I found a body around here. I probably got the blood when I checked it out.
死体？
A body? Karin gasped. She'd been hissing that possibility, but to hear it directly still shocked her greatly. Why did you keep this from us?
ああ、確かに協力する相手なら最初に言うべきだった。だが、三剣はともかく女には刺激が強いんじゃないかと思ってな。
Yeah, you're right. I probably should have told it to you guys first if I was planning work, since I was planning to work with you. But you aside, Mitsurugi. I was afraid it'd give the girls quite a scare. Karin was speechless at Tezuka's words. Hold on a second. Soichi was also showing Karin and Nagisa consideration. So he felt maybe it made sense that Tezuka hadn't spoken up about it. It was only natural.
もちろん三剣くらいには後でこっそりと話すつもりだったけどな。
Of course, I was planning on telling you on secret afterwards, Mitsurugi. I see, so that was it.
だったらあの時に言えなかったのも仕方ないね。
I guess it only makes sense why he couldn't say it back then. Tezuka's explanation made sense. In that case, they probably could cooperate with him after all. Soichi looked at Karin and Nagisa. Well, it seemed that Karin and Nagisa had yet to arrive at a conclusion.
協力するにしろしないにしろもう少しお互い話した方が良さそうだな。
Looks like it might be better to talk for a little bit to see if we can work together or not. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Tezuka put on a serious face as he approached them. No reason to refuse a conversation with him. Soichi and the others approached him as well. They were doing it so they could understand each other better. That was supposed to be the reason. Yet Soichi noticed Tezuka smirking out of the corner of his eye.
まあ全部嘘なんだけどな。
Okay, that was all a lie. Soichi's body moved faster than he could think. Tezuka brought the hand out they had out behind him in front. There was a flash of silver.
Soichi!
Ugh! Soichi! Oh, I'm just gonna show off the CG. Okay. Could be called a miracle that he dodged a knife by falling to the ground. Tezuka clipped his tongue when he realized he failed to hit Soichi and put some distance between them.
なかなかいい反応するじゃねえかよ。
Pretty quick on your feet, eh? Tezuka, this is... Soichi got up and tried to close the distance, but when he saw the knife, he got nervous.
やっぱり手塚は敵だったんだ。
Soichi, don't! Tezuka really is our enemy.
そういうことだ。疑われたようだから予定を早めてここで始末しようかと思ったが思い通りにはいかないもんだな。
You got that right. I was planning on killing you guys here, but now you figured me out. I gotta have to speed up my schedule. Things just didn't work out the way I planned them.
どうしてこんなことするの？
Why are you doing this?
ゲームには乗らざるを得ないだろうがそうしなきゃ生き残れねえんだよ。
You gotta play along with the game, otherwise you can't survive.
でももう好きにはできないよ。こっちは3人いるんだから。
Oh, we can't let you do as you like. There are 3 of us here. Valrin trembled with tension, but she still glared at Tezuka. Nagisa stood at her side, helping her stand up.
だろうな。いくら女が2人いるとはいえ3対1じゃ勝負は見えてる。だが
You're probably right about that. The 2 of you may be chicks, but I can see how a 3-on-1 conversation will go. However, Tezuka started running. Tezuka's own belongings were probably up ahead. The group hastily chased after him, but they couldn't catch up to him. Hold still. If you don't resist, then we won't do anything to you.
そうそう、私たちだってあまり手荒なことをするつもりはないんだから。
That's right. We don't want to get rough with you either. Tezuka replied to Tezuka responded to their offer for him to surrender with a sneer.
おっと、優位に立ったつもりなんだろうが、そこまでだ。あまり近づいたら危険だぜ。
Whoa there, you may have gotten the upper hand on me, but stop right there. You'll be in danger if you get any closer, you hear? Huh?
実はナイフと一緒に小型の爆弾も見つけてたんだよな。それをここで爆発させたらどうなると思う？
Truth is, I found a little bomb along with that knife. You know what would happen if I detonated right here?
そんなことしたらみんな無事じゃ済まないんじゃない？
If we did that, we'd all be in grave danger, wouldn't we?
ああ、至近距離の俺は当然として、お前らだって軽い怪我じゃ済まないだろうぜ。
Yeah. I'd be no different being out close to it, seeing how I'd be in close range, and you guys wouldn't get off with light injuries either, you know? Tezuka played with a lump of metal with the tip of his knife.
それが爆発したらあんただって。
If that blows up, then you'll also...
どうなるかは分かってる。だけど、一方的にやられるくらいなら、いっそ全てを巻き込むのも悪くないだろう。
I know how it'll turn out. But it's better to go off with a bang than to get wasted by you guys.
そんなのおかしい。
You're insane.
生きるか死ぬかの時に、まっとうでいられるわけねえだろ。ほら、どうする？
Sanity doesn't mean anything when life and death is on the line. Come on now, what will you do? Hold on a sec. He tapped it loudly as if to stress his point. Karin's face had gone pale with fear.
そういち、どうしよう。
Soichi, what did we do?
そういちくん。
Soichi instinctively thought it was a bluff. But of course, there was also the possibility that wasn't the case. With his comrades' lives on the line here, he couldn't afford to act all out. Especially now with Karin on the life on the line. He needed to get her home so she could save her sister.
無駄に死にたくないなら動くなよ。
You don't want to die like dogs and stand right and hold still. They did as he asked. They didn't have to be told twice. With Karin's survival as a necessity, they couldn't afford to die a fool's death. Tezuka smiled when he saw his threat had worked. He gathered his belongings and got further and further away.
じゃあ、縁があったらまた会おうぜ。
Later. If we're lucky, we'll meet again. He threw a can at them. The group widened their eyes and ran after him. And ran. We have to get away or... as they ran for their lives, not knowing if they'd make it in time or not. The sound of the can echoed through the hallway.
え、あれ、爆発しなかったの？
Huh? What? It didn't blow up?
えーっと、これ、ただの缶詰みたいだね。
It looks like this is just a regular food can. A food can? Then he really was bluffing.
あ、そうなんだ。やっぱり。はあ、
Of course, I should have known. Lauren went limp and collapsed to the floor where she stood. Her whole body was trembling with the fear of death that had come over her.
ねえ、宗一くん、これからどうするの？
Hey, Soichi, what are we gonna do now? For good or for ill, we now know that Tezuka is our enemy. We should chase him, shouldn't we?
ごめん、宗一。私、ちょっと今、立てないかも。
I'm sorry, Soichi. I don't think I can stand for a little while. Huh? Wait, did you get hurt somewhere?
うん、そうじゃなくて、気が抜けたら腰とかにうまく力が入らなくて、ごめん。しばらく動けそうにないかも。
No, that's not it. Once I realized we were safe, I couldn't put any strength into my legs. I'm sorry, I might not be able to move for a while. Soichi walked over to the pale-faced Kara and took her trembling hand. When he did, some color returned to her face. That's right. I'm doing the right thing. I'm not making any mistakes. I should be prioritizing protecting Karin. Well, we're looking for allies, after all. So knowing he's an enemy just tells us that we shouldn't approach him.
うん、そうだよね。やっぱり怖い人だったし。
Yeah, you're right. He really was a scary guy, huh?
ごめん、二人とも。
I'm sorry, you guys. Don't worry about it. For now, let's continue to work let's continue to do our best with just the three of us. Soichi sat down and reached eye level of Karin. Contrast to the Karin looked apologetic, but Soichi didn't seem the least bit displeased. Nagisa gave the two of them a somewhat distant glance. Huh? Something wrong, Nagisa?
ううん。二人とも仲が良くて羨ましいなって。
No, nothing. Just got a little jealous when I saw how well the two of you were getting along. What are you talking about? You're one of us too, right?
そうだよ。私、渚さんのことも好きだよ。優しいし。
He's right. I like you too, Nagisa. You're nice.
ありがとう、二人とも。
Thanks, guys. Nagisa gave a smile and gently stroked Karin's hair. Thanks to that, they could tell some of the tension was leaving her. Didn't seem like she could still move for a while, though, so the group just stayed where they were for a while. It didn't take much time for Karin to calm down. Probably because the three of them were together and so close to each other.
何の変哲もない缶詰だね。
Sorry, I'm back now. That was just an ordinary food can he threw. Probably wasn't lying about finding with the knife, though.
じゃあ食料として持っていこうか。あんまり食べる気はしないかもしれないけど。
Then let's take it with us as supplies. No, I might not feel like eating it right now. Since Tezuka had taken all his belongings with him, there wasn't much they could do here now.
ねえ、これからどうするの？
So what's the plan now? Good question. As for what we can do, we could destroy one of our PDAs and move on. Or we could stick with Tezuka's plan, wait here. Or we could go looking for others ourselves.
最初に言うけど、PDA を潰すのは反対だからね。
I know I've already told you this, but I'm against destroying a PDA.
私も。
Me too. Yeah, I know. Right now, they didn't have any spare PDAs in the truest sense. They need to keep the Joker as a means of negotiating with other potential allies. They need the others for Karin's collar release condition. Even though Soichi didn't think about himself, couldn't afford to just give up his own here.
そうなると、ここで待つか、探しに行くかだよね。どっちにしても、目的は仲間を増やすことだけど。
In that case, our choice are to wait here or to go looking for others, huh? Either way, our objective is to gain more allies.
ソイチ君はどっちがいいと思う？
What do you think's better, Soichi? There's no anyone's gone upstairs, so it might be best to search this floor.
そっか。じゃあ決まりだね。行こう。
I see. Then it's a plan. Let's go. Karin took Soichi's arm and started walking. The fear she'd shown earlier was nowhere to be found. Three strained their ears as they walked down the hallways. They had the advantage in numbers being in a group of three, but even so, they couldn't afford to let their guards down in case of a surprise attack. They checked behind themselves from time to time as they pressed onwards. I'd like to find the two who need the Joker if we can.
そうだよね。利害が一致するから協力しやすいはずだもの。
You're right. Our objectives are compatible, so it should be easy to collaborate with them.
他には仲間にしやすい人っていなかったっけ？
Were any others who seem like they'd be easy to work together with? That and people who, that and the one whose condition resembles your own. Not the collection one, but the one that needs to destroy PDAs.
でも、私のを解除した後だったら問題なく助けてあげられるだろうし、仲間にはしやすいよね。
But if they do it after I remove my collar, we can save them without any problems. So it should be easy to get them on our side, right?
その人とも利害が一致するもんね。
Their interests line with our own as well. Also, the one who needs to collect callers will be good after we remove our own. Our interests also line up with them. I'll just pray that one of them is someone we can negotiate with. Plus, with more allies, it'll be easier to defend themselves. Now that they already lost someone, 6 people will make half of the whole group. Half of the whole players. Wasn't wrong to view that as rather large at this point in time.
より早く仲間になってくれる人を探さないとね。
We need to find potential allies before Tezuka can. Yeah, that's the issue. We managed to get away, luckily. They might not feel like collaborating with others after that.
それは私もよくわかるよ。
Yeah, I'm well aware of that too. Karen's voice was depressed. Now they've been attacked by Nagasawa and Tezuka. Even Soichi was finding it hard to trust others. It was already difficult enough as it was to trust another person, even more in this place.
それでも、総一の言葉ならきっと伝わるよ。私はそう思う。
I think your words should be able to get through them, Soichi. That's what I believe. I'm not that impressive a guy, you know.
そんなことないよ。総一くんはすごく頑張ってると思う。
That's not true. I think you're a real hard worker, Soichi. Though they praised him, his face remained bitter. Soichi shook his head a little, returned to his usual expression, and continued walking. Just then, Soichi noticed a strange smell. He scrunched his face as he arrived at the source.
どうかしたの、総一。
As he followed the source, sorry. Something wrong, Soichi? Is it just me, or do you smell something weird? It's, it's probably coming from behind this door.
言われてみれば。でも、なんだか嫌な匂い。
Now you mention it, but it's kind of a gross smell.
私も好きじゃない感じがする。
I don't like it much either. The three of them looked at each other and slowly opened the door. Soichi acted for the group in opening the door. When he did, the smell suddenly grew a whole lot stronger. What the hell?
総一？
Karen, don't look inside! Soichi blocked Karen from the sight she was about to see. He then closed the door without hearing another word. Soichi looked down with a pale face.
どうしたの、総一？まさか。
What's wrong, Soichi? No, don't tell me. There's a body inside. I think it's probably a girl.
本当に死んでるの？近寄って確かめなくても。
Are you sure they're dead without even getting close to them? Soichi weakly shook his head. That's right. Soichi couldn't possibly believe they were alive after what he'd seen. Her head was burned, so it's impossible. They're beyond help. She's beyond help. Even someone unversed in medical science like Soichi could tell that much clearly. Most of her body was burned. There was barely enough of her school uniform remaining. Even if she was still alive after that, death would be a mercy at that point. Is it a flamethrower that caused it? Or a trap?
人が死んでるんだね。
Someone's dead, right? Nagisa showed a depressed look on her face. All Soichi could do was nod. Karin's face also went pale when she realized the scent she smelled, what the stench she smelled truly was.
まさかこれを手塚が?
You think this was Tezuka's doing? It's possible. No, judging from his attitude, I think it's pretty likely. Should probably go check. I'm gonna go check it out a little more.
大丈夫、宗一くん。
Maybe okay, Soichi? Yes. As he tried to go back in the room, Soichi noticed that Karin was clinging to his clothes.
私も行く。
I'm coming with you. Karin, you know you're not gonna like what you see, right?
それでも私は見なきゃいけないと思う。人を殺すってことがどういうことなのか忘れないように。自分が宗一たちをそうしようとしたんだって。
Even so, I think I need to see it. So I don't forget what it means to kill another person. Like what I tried to do to you guys. But you didn't kill anyone. So you have no reason to feel guilty.
それでも必要だと思う。
Even so, I need to do it, I think. Karin.
3人で行こうよ、宗一くん。私たちみんなで一緒だったらきっと大丈夫だから。
Let's all go together, Soichi. If we stick together, I'm sure we'll be fine. Karin had resolved herself. In the end, they went with Nagisa's opinion and started searching the body. What they learned was that the victim really was female. She'd been stabbed a short distance away, and had and lost her strength. She'd been trying to run. It's horrible. Karin looked like she was desperately trying not to throw up. Let's go. If this really was Tezuka's doing, there may be more victims.
こっちが先に他の人たちを見つけて仲間にしちゃおう。
Let's go find the others first and have them join our team. Yes, let's do that. Karin, let's go.
うん。
Okay. Since Karin was still unable to break out of her shock, Soichi wrapped his arms around her shoulders and started walking. As they walked, Karin's condition improved. Even still, she would occasionally remember from time to time and cover her mouth. Are you alright, Karin?
大丈夫。体のどこかが悪いってわけじゃないから。
Yeah, I'm fine. It's not like I'm in pain or anything. I heard Karen trying to force her voice. Soichi regretted they hadn't checked the body himself, alone. He would have been shocked too, but it was harder on him to see the ones that he was trying to protect suffer.
ごめん、宗一。
Sorry, Soichi. Huh?
私、とんでもないことをするところだったんだね。人を殺すって、あんな。
Almost did something horrible, didn't I? Murder is so cruel. It's alright. I know I said this before, but you haven't killed anyone. I know, I'm well aware what a kind girl you are.
宗一くん、そういう時はぎゅっと抱きしめて安心させてあげないと。
Soichi, it's in times like these you need to give her a nice firm hug and ease her worries. Don't do that, it's like sexual harassment. Nagisa spoke in a light voice to try to lighten the mood. Karen snickered in her own face, and a little smile came to her own face.
心配かけてごめん。
Sorry for worrying you. Don't worry about it. We're all allies here. Karen smiled. Then they finally pulled themselves together and started walking off with a firm step in their gait. And so the group continued to move around and look for potential allies.
あれ、あそこに誰かいるよ。
Huh? Is someone over there? Isn't that Takayama? He was still far away. But it seemed like he also knows Soichi's group as he'd stopped moving. He was staring at them cautiously.
どうするの、宗一くん。
What should we do, Soichi? It doesn't look like he's going to attack us. So let's try talking to him first. Soichi replied to nice and then looked at Takayama. Takayama, we'd like to talk. Is that okay? Soichi raised his hands to show that he was unarmed. Karen and Nagisa did the same. Takayama paused for a little to think, then eventually nodded and started walking towards them.
すぐそこに休める場所がある。話ならそこでどうだ。
There's a place we can rest over there. Want to talk? Why don't we do it there? Soichi, Nagisa, and Karen looked at each other. It seemed like he was willing to talk, so they all looked their faces lit with clear relief. They weren't opposed to it, of course. We don't mind. Let's do
こ
it.
っちだ。手は上げたまま。それから距離を不用意に詰めるな。守られない場合は話し合いはしない。
This way. Keep your hands up. And don't get too close to me. Can't talk in a place where I can't defend myself. Understood. Soichi nodded and walked off after Takayama. Karen and Nagisa were right behind him. After waiting for a bit, Takayama opened a door to a room. This is
戦闘禁止エリアだ。ここでならお互いに安心して話もできるだろう。
non-combat area. You should be able to talk peacefully here. Takayama finally seemed to have relaxed a little. As he sat on the ground, looked at Soichi's group.
ついでに休憩もできていいかも。
Might be a good time for a break, too. Takayama, have you been here for... Were you here until a little while ago, Takayama?
ああ、休息を終えて探索を再開しようとしていたところだ。それでそちらの話というのは？
Yeah, I just finished my break and was about to resume my search. So what's your story?
私たちと協力しない？
Will you work together with us? Lauren asked bluntly before Soichi could break the ice. Nakayama didn't seem all that displeased about it, as he put his hand to his chin and thought,
協力した場合、こちらにメリットは？
what would I get out of it? First, you'd have less enemies out of the deal. Also, depending on your PDA, you get out of this game alive without having to sacrifice anyone. Isn't that important?
それは場合によるな。いきなり手の内を晒すつもりはない。
That depends. I have no intention of playing in anyone's hands. Why don't we exchange information first? I don't think either of us it'll be too much of a downside to either of us to do that. And if you decide you can trust after that, we'll talk again about working
情
together.
報交換については賛成だ。協力するかどうかはそちらの言葉に甘えて、もう少し考えさせてもらおう。
I'm all for exchanging information. As for working together or not, let me consider a little after I've heard your story. Takayama was being cautious. Deep down, Soichi was surprised by how calm he was acting.
情報交換って言うと、こっちであったことを話せばいいのよね。だったら手塚のこと？
By exchanging information, I mean like stuff that happened with us, right? We could talk about what happened with us, right? Why don't we talk about Tezuka?
手塚？あの男と何かあったのか？
Tezuka? Did something happen with him? We had a little trouble with him, yeah. First, I should explain the new extra game. Soichi told Takayama about what happened from the shutter. And Takayama heard about how the way was shut, and they couldn't get through unless they sacrificed a PDA. Takayama's face clouded over.
さすがに PDA に余裕はないな。
Indeed, you couldn't afford to risk any PDAs. Indeed, I can't afford to risk any PDAs. Same for us. Next, about Tezuka, well... Soichi told him about how Tezuka had tricked them and tried to kill them. No, they told him about how Tezuka had tricked them, and the corpse that Tezuka had most likely killed. Even then, Takayama didn't show surprise, but he wasn't ignoring them either.
つまり、すでに手塚とは敵対しているということか。
So you mean that Tezuka's already displayed hostility? That's right. In the end, we don't know what his real PDA is. But it's very likely a PDA whose release condition involves an uncooperative one.
厄介だな。あの男はできるだけ敵に回したくはない。
It's a problem. He's not the kind of guy you want to make an enemy of.
高山さんからもそう見えたんですか？
You think so too? Karin was surprised. She was surprised someone as fit and someone as fit and tough looking as Takayama was being cautious.
あいつからは少し危険な感じがしていたんでな。
He gives off a dangerous aura. Will you work together with us, Takayama?
お願いします。
Please.
仲間を増やしてどうする？他のやつを借り出すのか？
What are you gonna do with more allies? Hunt down the others? No. We're trying to avoid conflict as much as possible. We need more allies, so that we can fulfill Karin's call release condition. Karin showed her PDA to Takayama.
PDA の収集が条件か。
King. The one that requires collecting PDAs, huh? Yes. Our goal is to help each other out. So it'll help with removing your collar as much as possible. After all this time talking to Takayama, I couldn't imagine that his condition involved indiscriminate slaughter. That was what Soichi thought, and he turned out to be right on the mark. Takayama thought for a bit, then
彼女
spoke.
については分かった。だが、他の解除条件は？
I understand her. What about the rest of these conditions?
私はこれ。
This is mine. Nagisa showed off her PDA like it was nothing. That condition would be clear as long as she had others with her, so she didn't have any problems with it. However, this is mine. Soichi hesitated for a bit before showing off his PDA. Takayama's face changed a little when he saw it.
君の条件は他人を殺さない限りは達成できないようだが。
It appears you can't release your collar, complete your condition without killing another. If clearing our objective is the objective, then if clearing our condition is the objective, then yes. But I have no intention of playing along with that.
総一。
Karin looked at Soichi with concern. Sensing truth in his reaction, Takayama
三
sighed.
木、その判断は人としての美徳かもしれないが、あまり賢くはないぞ。
Mitsurugi. It may be a very morally upstanding decision, but it's not very smart. Even so, I don't plan on sacrificing anyone else. Well, that said, we could look for someone to take off the collar by force if we have to.
そうか。
Destroy the collar by force, sorry. Takayama realized right away they were saying that less for himself and more for the women around him. But he didn't dare say it. He had a rule that he wouldn't interfere with anyone else's. He had a rule they wouldn't interfere any more necessary, as long as it didn't concern his own life. Also, we have one other with us. This is, huh? Soichi looked confused when he took out his other PDA. He'd taken out the Joker, but he had no recollection of dispelling the camouflage function. Camouflage went off. What's going
なる
on?
ほど。そういう人間か。
I see. So it's you, huh? Takayama nodded when he saw Soichi's Joker.
そいつを持っているならば、俺にも協力する理由ができたな。
If you have that, then I think we can work together. Takayama took out his PDA. The number on it was the 2.
あ、総一。これって私たちが探してた。
Oh, Soichi, this is who we were looking for. Yeah. The one who seemed that most likely work with them. Unlike the other conditions, as long as they needed to use the Joker, it should be easy to negotiate with them. Takayama, please work with
そう
us.
だな。これも何かの縁。いや、ジョーカーの持ち主と会えたのは俺にとっても幸運だ。
That's right. This is like some kind of fate. No. I just got lucky meeting with the owner of the Joker.
やったね宗一くん。
We did, Soichi. And we just get 2 more allies who remove Karin's collar.
うん。でも宗一は
Yeah, but you... Don't worry about me. We'll figure out something to do within the time limit. Karin was worried about Soichi. Wasn't something she could do, no matter how much she thought about
少
it
し
right now.
確認しておきたいがいいか。
I'd like to check some things with you, is that alright? Yes, what is
俺
it?
の首輪はいつ頃解除できる？
When can you remove my collar? Well, if we destroy the Joker now, we won't be able to help the owner of the Six. So after we fulfill their condition, then
今何回使ったんだっけ？
how many times did we use it so far? 4 times, I think. So after I use it one more time.
ダメだよ宗一。ね
No, Soichi. Huh? What do you mean, Karin?
え高山さん、首輪を解除するのって最後じゃダメかな？
Hey, Takayama, can you remove your collar at the end?
ほう。
Takayama narrowed his eyes and looked at Karin. I haven't been all aware of it, but there was an impressive power behind that gaze.
私たちは味方が欲しいんだ。だからお願い。
We want allies, so
つ
please.
まり首輪が外れたら俺が自分だけの安全を図る可能性があると。
What you're saying is that if I remove my collar, there's a chance I'll work for my own safety, right? Karin, don't you think you're being rude? It was Soichi who seemed the most, Hold on a second. It was Soichi who showed the most negative reaction to that, not Takayama. Hold on a second. Okay, got it. He wasn't fond of negotiations where they took advantage of the other.
いや、条件としてはそれでも悪くない。報酬のために相応の働きを見せるというのは今に始まった方法ではない。
Hold on. All right, here I go. No, it's not. No, it's not bad. Trade. It's a long time practice to perform actions in exchange for a reward.
なんだかかりんちゃんが雇ったみたいだね。
It's like Karin's employing
こ
him.
ちらの意識はそれに近い。ジョーカーを握られている以上理不尽とも思わないな。
it's like that in my case. As long as you have the Joker, I don't think it's unreasonable.
じゃあ交渉成立ってことでいいの？
Then can we consider a done deal?
あよろしく頼む。
Yeah. Looking forward to working with you. They had no guarantee of it, but he seemed like a man of his word. So you decided to trust his gut instinct on that. Though of course he planned on protecting Karen and Nagisa should anything go south.
これからどうするの？このまま別の人を探す？
What are we gonna do now? Keep looking for others?
その前にこちらからも状況を伝えておこう。まだそっちの状況しか聞いていないだろう。
No. I'll tell you about how things have been going with me first. Only you guys have told your side of the story so far. Now you mention it, that's true. Maybe they've been a little impatient. Soichi had been desperate to tell their story to show they weren't enemies.
俺はしばらくの間、陸島や八幡と行動を共にしていた。
I was traveling with Rikishima and Yahara for a while. Oh, really? Rikishima was Fumika, right? And Reika? He met the two of them at the first extra game. Fumika in particular struck out to him as a wise person. So what happened with them?
わからん。途中武装した長沢に襲われ、逃げる途中でトラップに分断された。
I don't know. Nagasawa attacked us along the way, and we were running and we got separated by a trap.
長沢、あいつまた。
Nagasawa again. Karin bit her lip. She'd also been attacked by Nagasawa. He was angry at him for indiscriminately attacking
手塚
people.
と同じで長沢もやっぱり敵なんだね。
He's our enemy just like Tezuka, huh?
なんだか怖いね。
Kinda scary, isn't it? I'd rather not see him again if possible. In Tezuka's case, probably won't attack us unless he thinks he has the upper hand. He ran away from the three of them earlier. And now that Takayama was on their side, it was even more unlikely he'd attack them. Takayama nodded, agreeing with that unspoken
い
assessment.
くら武器を持っていたとはいえ、長沢に躊躇はなかったな。行動が読めないという点では、あいつも厄介だ。
He may be armed, but Nagasawa won't hesitate. He's dangerous in how it's impossible to read his moves.
ねえ、とりあえずはふみかさんたちを探した方がよくない？協力できるかもしれないし。
Hey, shouldn't we go looking for Fumika and Reika? They might work together with us. That's right. Takayama. You know what PDAs they
い
had?
や、見ていないな。ただ、一緒に行動できていたのだから、共存ができない条件ではないのだろう。
No, I didn't see them. Since they were traveling together, they must not have incompatible conditions. Takayama's response seemed only natural when he thought about it. In that case, it was highly likely that they had PDAs that would be compatible with the rest of the group's PDAs. Let's go try meeting up with Fumika and Reika. But it would be better for us to walk around or go wait by the shutter.
あ、そっか。そろそろ誰かが開けてるかもしれないんだよね。
Oh, you're right. Someone might be opening it sooner or later.